Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today or this video is dedicated to this script. So for you to understand first, you need to understand the approach, the main approach behind the script, because each and every script, it has major keywords and it has approach out of it. Would I want interested client, or would I want curious client, or would I want very, very qualified, ready to buy client? So that's why you need to understand the approach first, so you would be able to understand how to address these words, okay? And actually that goes again to your talent. Like, as I always say in each and every training, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. Your tonality, your energy, how you talk, and how you present your words. Because pretty much what we do in cold calling, you're not actually a salesperson. You're not actually a marketing executive. No, you are selling your words. So either you sell your words in a nice way, or you will not be able to sell your words. Because remember, this client, he doesn't know you, he doesn't know the company, he never saw you, and he will just imagine you. So during the first 10 seconds of the call, he would imagine you the way you present yourself to him. So you have one of two ways. You either present yourself as a successful, good paying, I'm not going to say rich, but you get paid well and you're comfortable with your job, you love your company, kind of employee that he works in the, let's say your office is in Empire State building, and there is like glass window and you're overlooking the whole city. Or that's option A, that he would imagine you. Or option B, where he will imagine you as a miserable, underpaid, wants just to leave his job, he's sick of the rejections, and he's just staying here just to dial some clients, and then at the end of the day he will go looking for another job and leave this miserable company, a miserable job, because everyone doesn't listen to him, because it's most probably a scam. So these are the two scenarios where the client would imagine you. So that's why during the first 10 seconds of each call, actually during the greeting, you yourself should decide which person I want for him to imagine. Option A or option B. And that's why the tonality and the energy on each and every call is very, very important. That's the key of success. How to say the words, how to sell the words. Because what you do exactly is you are selling words. It's nothing physical, especially the products that we are selling. There is nothing physical, but you are selling your words. You're selling your confidence. Okay, so that's very, very important. Tonality, tonality, tonality. Confidence, confidence, confidence. Emotions, emotions, emotions. Okay? So let's go in throughout the script and let's see pretty much how it works. But mainly, it works throughout a greeting, then a description of what we do, then example, then transfer the call. Okay? So let's start with the beginning. So good afternoon. This is, let's say, Jack. May I speak to the owner of the business? Of course, the gatekeeper is going to tell you why. It's about online marketing. Is he or she around? So why we would say this, actually? We would say that just to cut it short, to cut the crap. Bottom line, yes, it's a sales call, online marketing. If you're going to hang up on me or tell me you're not interested, just do it now. That's it. Don't waste my time. I'm busy. I have another people to call, which most probably are going to be interested in whatever I'm saying. So that's why I'm not taking shortcuts about what I do and what and what's the reason behind the call. It's just straightforward. Yes, sales call. Yes, online advertising. And I want to talk to the owner, like to sell him our great whatever packages that we have. That should be the message inside the message. And make sure, which is also written here in the notes, like you don't talk to the gatekeeper about, because most of the gatekeepers would ask you, okay, so what's the address? What's the company you're calling from? Spell it out. What's the website? What's your postcode? That's a waste of time. Like, don't waste your time. Of course, be nice, don't be rude, but don't waste your time. Just keep your eyes on the target. I want to talk to the owner of this business who will take decisions for whatever I am selling, the one who's having the credit card. That should be the message inside the message, okay? And then we go into the main introduction. So this is Jack, and I'm calling from Wisdek, business development company. So you can say it or you can just skip it according to the instructions of the closer that works with you. So I'm calling from Wisdek, and the reason behind my call that I just came across your website on Google, and to cut it short, here in Wisdek, we can match it with AI search and Google algorithm to hit first page of AI models and Google under all the commercial and competitive keywords. And that's, by the way, I'm not talking about paid ads or Google ads, and I believe you're familiar with them. So this script is addressing the people that do AdWords. Now, so AdWords has some advantages and disadvantages. This script is just addressing the disadvantages. These are the pain points, and it's just nailing the pain points. And during the next few words, you're just finding a solution to every pain that he has and he's suffering from the AdWords. So, which are in these bullet points. So, well, the big difference here is not about your ability to pay per click. It's about the authority of your business website. And here are the benefits for you. You will be there 24/7. No fluctuating, no disappearing, and if you get countless clicks on your website, you won't pay a cent. Even when your business is off the clock, you will keep receiving traffic and inquiries through your business website. I mean, it will be a great gate for you to generate clients for your business continuously and to beat your competition as well. Does that make sense? The question here, you're not just waiting for an answer, because of course it makes sense. Like, these are just disadvantages for the AdWords, and you're calling the guy who has been suffering from AdWords for a very long time, so of course it makes sense. But why this question is here? It's just to make sure that he is alive, that it's two-way conversation, not just one person throwing some words and that's it. No, it's not an AI conversation. It's interactive conversation. Like, does that make sense? So he would tell you yes, or he would ask you how much would this cost, and so on, to make sure it's ongoing, ping-pong conversation, okay? So then you're gonna go to the example, because at this point, even if it makes sense for him, but he would still think that you are a scammer, just like every and each person that keeps calling him on a daily basis. And all the other companies that he have tried, who paid $60, $200, $300, $1,000, that have like promised him the word, and they never provided him anything. So he got scammed before, and that's also a pain point for him. So you need to hit that pain point through the next paragraph. So, okay, it's all about facts at the end of the day. Let me show you a live example of one of our existing clients. Can you go to Google and type in, let's say, luxury, whatever the keyword is, which is, by the way, a keyword that would make the first one to appear in the organic placements, one of our existing clients. It just to nail, like, to as if you're getting a hammer and a nail, and you're just pointing about his pain, like that he got scanned before. Nobody delivered the results before. Everyone says they can do everything and they never did anything. You're just showing him an example, legit example about our successful story. So I need you to type in Kaza, look for a company that's called whatever. The closer will give you these examples on the organic placements beneath the ads or the sponsor. And make sure like to navigate him, because most of the clients, they don't know the difference between the sponsored section, map section, and the organic placements. So make sure that as long as you are telling him to type an example, you also on your computer are doing the same exact thing and searching with the same exact keyword. So you'll be navigating him live. Like, okay, you see this one, okay, it's just beneath him. Scroll down and here, okay? This is exactly the kind of placement I'm talking about, to be on the first page of Google under all the major keywords 24/7 with unlimited clicks. Remember, these are his major pain points. So now you explained your product, then you showed him a live example about the product, and then what's the question that is in his mind now? So okay, maybe like that's fake, like you're just showing me any random client. So also you have to hit and close this door right away. So let me show you how we do that. I need you to click on, which is the website, by the way, that you just showed to him. Scroll down to the bottom of the page. You will see SEO by Wisdek, which is a link that Wisdek put in each and every website we build, just as a fingerprint or like a trace that this successful story is ours. This success is made by us. That's the message inside the message of showing him this part. So I need you to click on it, which is the link of Wisdek. It should take you to our website, wisdek.com. As you can see, we are providing all types of online marketing services. However, I'm talking to you mainly about this service because simply it is an asset for your business online. We have different custom packages, starts from $600 to $3,000 per month, depending on your goals. So why we put this phrase here? Why? While he never asked. It's just kind of qualification. Why we need qualification? However, that's a very huge range, like from $600 to $3,000. That's a huge like range. However, we just make sure to eliminate the people that, number one, doesn't have money. Number two, that are very cheap, that they want to invest in online advertising. So if someone is now paying or willing to pay $100 or $150, like it's not worth it. I need him to hang up now. That's why you would say this phrase. I need him to hang up on your face. And I need him to tell you, oh no, I cannot afford this. I pay $60 to my nephew per month and he's running this for me. So, well, I don't need this client to reach the closer. It's a waste of time for you and the closer. Let him hang up, bye-bye. Okay? So just say it, say quickly. I'm not expecting an answer, but I'm expecting him to swallow the information and be quiet. That's all. Which for me, it's an indication that he can afford each and every penny within this range because he didn't reject it, because he didn't hang up on me. Let's go again. So it's starting from $600 to $3,000 per month, depending on your goals, the competition of your industry, and the geographical location you want to cover. So let me ask you, which location exactly do you need to target? Also, that's a very important question. Why? Because you as an opener, you don't give a shit if like he would target Toronto area or the GTA area or Vancouver or whatever. No. This is just also another question, just like this one, does that make sense? To make sure that the conversation is alive. Remember, you have been talking for quite some time, and if he didn't reject or give you any kind of objections, so you need to wake him up. Hey, it's two-part this conversation. It's two-way conversation. We're talking together. I'm not just saying words. So it's a ping-pong conversation. I need your reaction on the dream that I just talked to you about, the success story that I just talked to you about, the prices that I just talked to you about, the example that I just talked to you about. You need the reaction from him to see if the guy is qualified or not. Because based on the next question, you would know if you should transfer the call or he would go away. Based on the next answer, you would know if it's a buying question or buy question. So this guy would even tell you, well, so how much does it cost if I want to cover GTA area? Perfect. Just say these words, which is, act a fool, I don't know anything about this, let me get you someone to talk to you about this. That's pretty much the translation of these 3 lines. Well, I'm kind of new here, and the last thing I wanted to do is to provide you with any inaccurate information. So let me transfer you to one of our certified experts. He will be able to explain to you more about the server, blah, blah, blah. Would you spare him a few minutes and so on? Remember, we say, would you spare him few minutes, not just 1 minute. Hold on a second, I will get you my senior internet expert or our certified expert. Why? Because this guy that you are about to transfer, he need to be mentally ready for a long conversation with the closer. From 20 to 40 minutes conversation with the closer. It's not 1 minute, not 1 second, not 5 minutes conversation. No. As long as this guy is online, because you just took him online, so this guy is interested to listen, has time, already in front of a computer, and you just showed him an example, and you just gave him a range of the prices. So this guy, the closer would take him with all these factors of success and try to sell him the product and go to the peak interest and then actually send him the contract and so on. Like whatever, let's not talk about this story. But I mean, that's the momentum of you as an opener. That's the momentum where you have all the aspects gathered together. Interest the client, know the prices, in front of a computer, just show an example. That's a perfect scenario. Just get him to someone who would talk to him to build more interest and then reach the peak of interest. Okay? That's it. So also in the script, you would see like the objections and rebuttals. It's whoever would ask you about this. But the main concept behind any objection or any rebuttal is just to make sure that you answer and then get back to where you stopped. Let's say if he told you, I'm not interested at this part after the greeting. So you're going to just say the objection, the rebuttal, and then get back to the explanation of the product and then showing the example and so on. And of course, if he asks you one of these objections after showing the example, so you don't go again from the very beginning of the script. No, you would answer and then transfer the call, depending on your feeling about the question. Is it a buying question or a buy question? Okay? Again, let me repeat it one more time. The most important thing, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. Your tonality, your energy, practicing the script. Remember, guys, English is our second language, and we still sound Egyptians or whatever the nationality is. Even if you're talking on the phone, you would know if this guy from which country, if he's like Middle Eastern, from Eastern Europe, whatever, you would know from his accent. So we have English is our second language. So try to avoid any kind of rephrasing. Don't rephrase, don't freestyle, don't go off the script. Why? Because English is your second language, so you start thinking about words and you will start just phrasing words that doesn't make sense. So it's just like me. As you can see, the whole like 19 minutes so far, I'm just talking like from my mind. There is no actually script I'm reading from. And you can count like 100 mistakes so far. So don't do the same mistake as I do now, which is like freestyling, but I have to. But you don't have to. You have a document, stick to it, each and every word as it is. And again, try to understand and absorb why each and every phrase matters and why it's said. Because if you understood why it's there, why it's said, number one, you're not going to forget it. Number two, it's going to help you absorbing the script and then applying your personal sales skills into the knowledge and the product knowledge and into the words that the company gave you, and then try to get the best outcome of it. What's the best outcome of it? Is a qualified transfer. And then what's the best outcome of the qualified transfer? A deal. So don't take your eyes off your main target. What's your target as an opener? I need to get as many qualified transfers as I can. What is a qualified transfer? Based on this approach and based on this script, it is the TIM client. Time, interest, money. He has time to talk to the closer, ready to spend 20 to 40 minutes. He knows the prices, listen to it. He didn't object or hang up. And he's interested because you explained to him exactly what we're going to do for him, and you showed him an example, and he's interested to be just like one of those examples to show to our future clients. Okay? God bless you. ربنا يوفقكم. Good luck. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.